The Facts of Life is an American television sitcom conceptualized by Dick Clare and Jenna McMillan, serving as a spin-off from Different Strokes. The show originally graced NBC's screens from August 24, 1979 to May 7, 1988, solidifying its position as one of the lengthiest sitcoms of the 1980s. The narrative revolves around Edna Garrett Charley, who evolves into a house mother and, starting from the second season, also assumes the role of a dietitian at the fictitious Eastland School, an all-girls boarding school located in Peekskill, New York. While the sitcom featured numerous cast members, regrettably, some of the cherished actors from the show are no longer present. However, before we delve into the content, make sure to show your support by hitting that like button and subscribing to ensure you never miss any of our upcoming videos. Dana Plato. Dana Plato portrayed Kimberly Drummond in the series. On May 8, 1999, Plato and Menchaca returned to California and made a stop at Menchaca's mother's residence in Moore, Oklahoma, for a Mother's Day visit. During the visit, Plato expressed feeling unwell and took several doses of a hydrocodone, acetaminophen pain reliever, coupled with the muscle relaxant, carisoprodol. Subsequently, she rested with Menchaca inside her Winnebago motorhome, parked outside the house. Upon waking up, Menchaca and the family discovered Plato had passed away in her sleep. Initially presumed an accidental overdose, but later officially ruled a suicide, considering Plato's extensive history of substance use. Born Dana Michelle Strain on November 7, 1964, in Maywood, California, to Linda Strain, a teenager who was already caring for an 18-month-old child. In June 1965, the 7-month-old Dana was adopted by Dean Plato, who owned a trucking company, and his wife, Florine K. Plato. She was raised in the San Fernando Valley. When she was 3, her adoptive parents divorced, and she lived with her mother. DuBois garnered Emmy Awards for her voiceover contributions to the animated show The PJs in 1999 and 2001. At the 2006 TV Land Awards, DuBois and the fellow cast members of Good Times were honored with the Impact Icon Award. In the year 2000, DuBois served as the Grand Marshal for the North Amityville Community Parade and Festival Day in Amityville, New York. She held an honorary membership in the Zeta Phi Beta sorority. In 1950, DuBois entered matrimony with Sajit Gupta. According to her Brazilian consular document, DuBois finalized her divorce from Gupta by April 1959. However, another source suggests that she was still in a marital union in 1964. The couple had 4 children together: Provat Gupta, Rani Gupta, Kesha Gupta, Fields, and Raj Christo Gupta, who succumbed to cancer in 1987 at the age of 36. Provat presently serves as a basketball coach based in California. In 1959, DuBois engaged in a romantic relationship with actor Brock Peters. DuBois passed away on February 17, 2020, due to cardiac arrest at her dwelling in Glendale, California. Ralph Carter as Michael Evans. Michael Evans, portrayed by actor Ralph Carter. Michael is the youngest son of Florida and James Evans in the television sitcom Good Times, which aired from 1974 to 1979. The show revolves around the Evans family, an African-American family living in a Chicago housing project, and it addresses social and economic issues of the time. Carter commenced his Broadway journey at a mere 9 years old with the musical The Me Nobody Knows. Following performances in Tough to Get Help, Dude, and Via Galactica, he secured his breakthrough role as Travis Younger in Raisin. This earned him the 1973 Drama Desk Award for Most Promising Performer, the 1974 Theater World Award, and a nomination for the 1974 Tony Award for Best Featured Actor in a Musical. During the thriving 1970s, Norman Lear achieved considerable success with hit TV series like In January 1992, Plato encountered a second arrest, this time for falsifying a prescription for diazepam. She served a 30-day sentence for breaching probation terms and promptly enrolled in a drug rehabilitation program. Plato later relocated to Las Vegas, Nevada, where she grappled with financial hardship and joblessness. At one juncture, she was employed at a dry cleaning establishment, and patrons noted their admiration for her unpretentious demeanor. Zsa Zsa Gabor. Zsa Zsa Gabor. Portraying Countess Calvet in the Beer Son Encounters Covet Cosmetics episode, seeks Natalie's assistance and transforms her into a walking billboard for the cosmetics line. While in a comatose state, Gabor passed away due to cardiac arrest at Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center on December 18, 2016, at the age of 99. Her death certificate cites coronary artery disease and cerebrovascular disease as contributing factors, as she had been on life support for the preceding 5 years. Sari Gabor, born on February 6, 1917, in Budapest, Hungary, within the Austro-Hungarian Empire, adopted the role of second runner-up in the 5th Miss Hungary pageant in January 1933, following her time as a student at a Swiss boarding school. On August 31, 1934, she made her initial stage appearance in Richard Tauber's operetta, Der singende Traum, at the Theater an der Wien in Vienna. Gabor's more solemn film roles include Moulin Rouge, Lovely to Look At, and We're Not Married, in 1952, as well as Lily, in 1953. Her cinematic journey encompassed diverse genres, from Touch of Evil to The Peculiar Queen of Outer Space in 1958. Later works include Wonton, The Dog Who Saved Hollywood, 1976, and Frankenstein's Great Aunt Tilly, 1984. The only child of Gabor, Constance Francesca Hilton, was born on March 10, 1947. Gabor recounted in her 1991 autobiography, One Lifetime Is Not Enough, that the pregnancy resulted from a rape by her then-husband, Conrad Hilton. Constance, the sole Gabor sister with a child, faced legal troubles in 2005 with a lawsuit accusing her of larceny and fraud. Gabor, in her union with Frederick Prince von Anhalt, adopted at least 10 adult men who paid a fee of up to $2 million to become legal descendants of Princess Marie Auguste of Anhalt. Prinz von Anhalt, previously adopted by Marie Auguste at the age of 36, had paid her for the adoption. Although Gabor's Jewish parents practiced Judaism, she embraced Catholicism. On June 14, 1989, in Beverly Hills, California, Gabor faced accusations of slapping Beverly Hills police officer Paul Kramer when he pulled her over for a traffic violation at 8551 Olympic Boulevard. In the subsequent trial 3 months later, a jury found her guilty of slapping Kramer, driving without a license, and possessing an open container of alcohol, a flask of Jack Daniels, in her $215,000 Rolls-Royce. However, she was acquitted of the charge of disobeying Kramer when leaving the traffic stop. On November 27, 2002, Gabor occupied the front seat during a car collision on Sunset Boulevard, Los Angeles, resulting in partial paralysis and her dependence on a wheelchair for mobility. She endured strokes in 2005 and 2007, undergoing surgical procedures. In 2010, she experienced a hip fracture, successfully treated with hip replacement surgery. By August 2010, Gabor found herself in serious condition, leading to her admission to Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center, where she received last rites from a Catholic priest. In 2011, a life-saving decision was made to amputate her right leg above the knee due to an infection. During 2011, she faced multiple emergencies, eventually slipping into a coma. On February 8, 2016, just 2 days after celebrating her 99th birthday, Gabor was urgently hospitalized for breathing difficulties. A diagnosis revealed a lung infection related to her feeding tube, prompting scheduled surgery for the removal of the tube. By April 2016, reports emerged that Prince von Anhalt was coordinating Gabor's relocation to Hungary, aligning with her decided to return to the country and spend her remaining years there, with the aim of celebrating her centennial birthday in 2017. Mitsy Hogue. Mitsy Hogue portrayed Evie Green, the adoptive mother of Mindy Cohen's Natalie Green, in a few episodes of NBC's The Facts of Life, depicting a mother with 3 kids. On Tuesday, Mitsy Hogue passed away at her residence in Sherman Oaks, as announced by her family. She was 86. Hogue grew up in North Olmsted, Ohio, near Cleveland, her birthplace. Her father, John C. Hogue, served as a supervisor for the A&P store chain. She graduated from John Marshall High School in 1949. An excellent student and the head majorette of the marching band, she frequently appeared in various high school stage productions, already adopting the nickname Mitzi. In the mid-1950s, Hogue relocated to New York, where she continued her acting studies with Herbert Berghoff. While cast in several off-Broadway productions, they were unfortunately canceled due to funding challenges. Eventually, she starred as the lead in the 1958 off-Broadway success, Heloise, an adaptation by James Forsyth recounting the tale of Heloise and Abelard. The play garnered significant critical acclaim and was primarily produced by former actors and staff from Case Western's Eldred Theater. Following this, Hogue made her way to Hollywood, following her mother's guidance. There, she tied the knot with Stephen Wolfson, a bit player in Heloise who later pursued a career in teaching. They shared a daughter, but eventually divorced. Initially working as a stage actress in Hollywood, Hogue leveraged her triumph as Annie Sullivan in The Miracle Worker into film roles, starting with Tammy and the Doctor and progressing with various TV appearances. In the late 1960s, Hogue secured a recurring role in Here Come the Brides. Additionally, she featured twice on the TV series Bonanza, first in 1966 as Libby Spencefield and then in 1972 as Alice Brenner. The year 1976 saw her in the drama family as Clara Briot. Concurrently, she made appearances in several movies, including Play It, As It Lays, Pieces of Dreams, and Devil's Angels. Hogue's lone starring role in a TV series emerged in 1975, portraying the mother Liz Platt in the CBS sitcom We'll Get By, alongside Paul Sorvino. A family-oriented sitcom, the show was conceived by Alan Alda, inspired by his own domestic life. Although initially slated for September 1974, the show didn't air until March 1975, facing tough competition with Chico and the Man, one of NBC's highly popular programs, and regrettably, it was not renewed. Chloris Leechman. Chloris Leechman joined The Facts of Life in the premiere of its 8th season as Beverly Ann Stickle. Chloris Leechman, an Oscar recipient and multiple Emmy awardee, renowned for her role as the wonderfully neurotic Phyllis Lindstrom on The Mary Tyler Moore Show and her subsequent sitcom, passed away from natural causes on Tuesday in Encinitas, Calif. She was 94. Leechman also clinched an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress in the early part of the decade for a strikingly different character. A resentful small-town housewife in Peter Bogdanovich's poignant The Last Picture Show. She later reprised the role in the film's less triumphant sequel, Texasville. Both movies were adapted from the writings of Larry McMurtry. However, Leechman's breakthrough in the acting realm came only after 2 decades of dedicated work in theater, television, and select films. Stardom finally embraced Leechman in her 40s. Her impeccable comedic timing, natural ease in comedy, and unembellished sincerity in drama were the outcome of numerous years refining her art and infusing her personal experiences as a mother of 5 children, with producer George England. Her unassuming, quintessentially American appearance propelled her through various decades, featuring in a diverse array of roles on Broadway, early television, and over 40 movies, seamlessly transitioning from leading characters to supporting roles. The accomplished actress secured a total of 8 Primetime Emmys, spanning both drama and comedy, and an additional Daytime Emmy. The recurring portrayal of Phyllis Lindstrom on The Mary Tyler Moore Show not only elevated her to television stardom, but also allowed her to juggle roles in films such as Lovers and Other Strangers, The People Next Door, Woe Say, and The Last Picture Show, earning her the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress in 1971, triumphing over her co-star Ellen Burstyn. 2 Emmys for her portrayal of Phyllis, coupled with one for drama in the ABC TV movie A Brand New Life, 1973, paved the way for her own series in 1975, which endured for a couple of seasons. Even in later decades, Leechman remained an active force, breaking barriers. She participated as a contestant in the 7th season of Dancing with the Stars in 2008, establishing herself, at 82 years old, as the oldest participant to grace the series with her dance moves. Furthermore, she assumed the role of Grand Marshal for the 2009 New Year's Day Tournament of Roses Parade and Rose Bowl game in Pasadena, Calif. Charlotte Rae. Charlotte Rae, who captivated a generation of television enthusiasts as the amiable Edna Garrett on the enduring NBC sitcom The Facts of Life, passed away Sunday at her residence in Los Angeles, as confirmed by her representatives to Entertainment Weekly. She was 92. Born Charlotte Rae Lubotsky in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Rae commenced her career in theater and radio, where she was advised to discard her last name. Her television journey began with the role of Sylvia Schnauzer, Al Lewis's wife, in Car 54, Where Are You? While she received Tony nominations for Pickwick, Morning, Noon, and Night, and an Emmy nomination for Queen of the Stardust Ballroom, it wasn't until 1978, when Norman Lear, a devoted admirer, cast her in Different Strokes, that Rae's career soared. Rae portrayed the eccentric yet kind housekeeper Edna Garrett, unmistakable with her distinctive mound of bright orange hair, on Different Strokes. When the character gained immense popularity, Rae herself proposed the idea for a spin-off. This spin-off materialized as The Facts of Life, a sitcom centered around a girls' boarding school and their, once again, eccentric and kind house mother. Rae's Mrs. Garrett, or Mrs. G as referred to by Nancy McKeon's Jo, assisted the girls through a myriad of very special episode themes, from depression to dating, AIDS to alcohol. Rae departed from the show in 1986 due to health reasons, and despite Chloris Leechman stepping in as Mrs. Garrett's sister, the show was cancelled 2 years later. Rae subsequently made guest appearances on TV serials such as ER, Pretty Little Liars, Sisters, and The King of Queens. She also featured in films including Don't Mess with the Zohan and Tom and Jerry, the movie. Her final regular role was voicing Nanny in the animated 101 Dalmatians, the series, which aired from 1997-98. While she was adored by television audiences throughout the 80s, Rae is perpetually linked to the cherished character of Mrs. Garrett, thanks to reruns. In 2011, The Facts of Life cast reunited for the TV Land Awards, where Rae received the Pop Icon Award. On that occasion, her Facts of Life co-stars Kim Fields and Nancy McKeon delivered speeches in her honor. For the show's 35th anniversary in 2014, they reconvened for the closing night of Paley Fest in Los Angeles. Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible journey today. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to show some love by hitting that like button and smashing the subscribe button down below. Your support means the world to us, and it motivates us to keep creating content that you love. And hey, if you haven't already, make sure to turn on those notifications so you never miss an update from us. We have some exciting things in the pipeline, and you wouldn't want to miss out on any of the action. If you're looking for more content right now, check out the video on your screen. It's handpicked just for you, and we think you'll enjoy it.